Hello. Hello, hello. How are you guys doing? Happy Tuesday. Here we go. We're live with Title Tuesday. I am back from India. I'm warmed up for chess, and I'm looking to actually win some games. First tournament back. Mr. Ruthless. No, I just came from India. I can handle these guys. Mr. Ruthless, a candidate master. Okay. We're going to play fast. Oh. Sure. We got the Spanish. The time control is 3 + 1. And I need to remind myself that because I'm used to playing slow chess now. After India. We have a BRAHS now. Yep. Oh, is this theory? Uh-oh. This looks like Indian theory. I'm going to go d5. Not my favorite, but holy shit. Isn't what I signed up for. Black has quite a bit of space on the queen side with this a6 to c4 pawn chain. And let me go bishop c3. Let's offer to trade if you don't mind. I can get rid of your fianchetto bishop. Gonna save me some trouble. I'll take. Now will I take the next one? That is TBD. That's a TBD. Let's bring the queen in. Queen g5 or something might be played. I'm down on time and my opponent's playing like motivated. They're not messing around here. I have like sort of a solid pawn chain. I don't like that move. I think I can exploit that move. Let's take here. I want to get this pawn to f4. So let's start with this. And then we go f4. I like queen c3 because it defends the rook. Tries to win this diagonal. Puts pressure on their rook. Also unblocks the f pawn so I can go f4. And it also keeps these pawns in check because c4 will be loose if you do anything else. So let's go here. And now, I think I can take once. My spidey sense is tingling, as Yasser would say. F5 is tempting. Rook e5 is the problem. No. What about here? Getting ready to play e5. How's that? And how about we push? Can we move the king out of the way? b4. I can take the pawn and go queen d4. I was planning queen. No. That can't be the move. There must be a way to punish this. Right? Push. And now I have to think. I was going to go d6, which is a pawn sacrifice. I don't have enough time to think. Just gotta move. Sacked the pawn, but we got a dangerous passer. I can take here. Bring this knight in. Ah. That's a money square, f6. f6 is a money square. If rook f8, queen e5. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, we'll start with queen e5. This is extremely tempting, but I can do it next move. Talk about tempting, eh? Here, king f8, I gotta keep calculating. But this move, I hit this, I prepare that, I hit this. We have a motivated CM though, I can tell. This guy's not too bad. What happens if I go here? There's too many good moves. Knight f6, I'm sure works. I just don't see the continuation after king f8. I don't see something clean enough, but I'm 100% sure it works. I'm just not good enough to wrap it up. But this looks good. This you can't go wrong with this kind of move. Right? Takes. Check. In. Take. Pin. Let's keep up the pinning. Yes. Yep. Oh my goodness. That was scary for a moment. Oof. That was scary for a second. I almost forgot the clock. Jeez Louise. It's good to have a tough game round one. At the Olympiad, it was good for me. Eugene Title Tuesday, it's good for me. You need a brush with death to really wake up. Coffee doesn't do it. I look zooted? Okay, these fucking lights, man. I don't, I'm awake, I've had my coffee, I've been working. I look zooted, I'm turning this light off. It's ridiculous. Jeez. Fucking hell. Maro B, thank you for the prime. All right. Let's attack the Cubans. Round 2. King's Indian attack, eh? Okay. We can live with this, right? Yeah, I probably shouldn't have allowed that. I have an idea though. I just can't promise if it's a good idea or not. It's probably not a good idea. But it's an idea. White's gonna utilize e4 or c4 to put their knight. Ah, okay. For some reason I didn't expect that. I don't know why I didn't. Let's go here. Remember, there's a pin. There is a pin here. Do not drop the soap. Okay, we're trading everything off. A little boring, but I got some free moves to throw in because of the development. Go me. So do I want the rook? Do I want white's queen on e1 or d1? Because I can force the trade right now. I have a feeling the queen is just worse on e1. I don't know why, but I just have the feeling. Bishop f4, queen b6. Yeah, bishop f4, queen b6. Yeah, rapido. And then rook e1, rook e8. Yeah. You go rook e1, I believe I can trade. Rook e1, queen e1, queen b2, bishop d6, bishop c3. Looks good. Okay. We're building the pressure. Watch this. So now if they ever go c4, we have boom. But I'm going to go here first, just to tickle this pawn. And if you go a3, I'm going to go queen c4 and start wiggling in on the squares. h6. I don't think I want... See, my bishop's better than your bishop. I don't think I want to trade. Ay, ay, ay. I don't want to trade. But if I trade, I don't assume much risk. Like, this is also good for me. d5 is weak. My bishops say hi. So I'm a good guy with the bishop pair. My opponent has the bishop pair as well. But not all swords are of the same length. I'm gonna improve my bishops. So let's start with this. Let's push. I'm coming for you, buddy. I'm absolutely coming for you. Let's go here. Queen b1, bishop d3. We're making progress. What if I go here? Let's wiggle the queen in some more. I got a lot of space. I'm working it. Got some options here. Ooh, okay. I don't like that move from Buddy Guy. We're going to take once and play a4. I want this pawn. Eric, move! Okay, we moved. That took a little too long. I blundered that. Excuse me. This is very messy. I had a nice game going on, and then things went to shit. I just hope you guys acknowledge that. My bishops are better than your bishops. Where's the button? CM. We're getting another CM here. Dmitri, already. No, it's not a perpetual. No! You lose your bishop on e4 and you lose the game, bud. You're not getting any perpetual. You're close to being banned for most consecutive bad moves. All right, it's round 3. Let's keep on. To start studying this. You want to draw? Ah, he wants to draw. I just want to blue ball my opponent a bit. Okay, so what can we do in this line? I'll go for the A4 stuff, I think. What does it go, like D5 and knight A3, something like that? We'll figure it out. I don't think this is a theory, I don't remember anymore. I want to stop the pressure on E4 though, that's for sure. Takes, we'll trade everything, we'll go knight A3. Bishop here. Takes. I got an idea here. I'm going to put my knight on b4, and then my knight's going to go to d5. Is that a message? No, it's low power. And I always get excited, and then it turns out to be low power. Bishop takes, rook takes, pawn takes, knight takes. And I'm going to get a blistering attack. You're going to love it. You're going to love what I have planned. Okay. Well, if you're going to do this line, I'm just going to take. We're going to play positionally. Outpost on d5 against this weak d6 pawn. Also, b5 is a bit loose. Guys, I came back from India a new person. I went on a spiritual journey there. Now we have a comfortable advantage, I believe. But I still need to improve this knight now and maybe get it to d5. I'm a born-again virgin. What is that move? Let's take. Is this good? Is this supposed to be good? What's going on here? Okay. You're gonna have to explain some of these moves to me, sir. Because I see an extra pawn for me. Just for me, not for you. Oh, that's a good move. That's a good move. I'll give you that. I will give you that. But it's not over yet. Let me go here. Because this is loose. They were fishing for some bishop b4 idea. We're going to put a stop to it. That's a good looking move, I will admit. This is a resourceful IM. I gotta go back. They're really going for some tactics here. Jeez, dude. Okay. C6. C6. What is that move? Annoying. They're being resourceful. Prophylaxis. I'm overextended here, man. Shit. Oh. I had to set a trap there, but oof. Had to go dirty that game. Not proud of it, but you gotta do what you gotta do, man. I wanted to give my opponent some options. There's 2 pawns hanging here. So there were 3 pawns hanging. That wasn't good. 1, 2, 3. The probability of them blundering was 1 out of 3. By playing rook f1, you know, because Patzer sees a pawn, Patzer takes a pawn, the probability went to 50%. Gambling, yes. But I improved my odds. We have a tricky Ukrainian. Okay, good luck. By the way, we got a $500 dono. I won some betting. That's from one of our good viewers, Z Chang. So if you notice the 500, that's from some D-Gen stuff. Okay, let's play the Sicilian. I'll play my my con. Didn't get to play it in India, so I'm thirsting for some action here. Sure. Trying to bait me into taking that freebie. But I'm not one to be tempted by those base pleasures. Nope. Well, I am kind of tempted. Nope. I must resist. Even if it hurts my position, I have to resist. Okay, now I go back. Okay. Let's bring the bishop out. I'm probably making bad moves right now, by the way. Something seems a little off about what I'm doing. I'm trying to pinpoint it. Something's off. Okay, let's go e5. Now we're going to pull our bishop out. Nice. What if I go here? Just fishing for squares. Any fishermen here? Castle. Sure. Probably knight here. That's what I'm guessing. Okay. Let's bring my piece in. Not interested in taking. I'm a little surprised. Aha! Ah! We have identified the trick. Aha! Knight g6. You're gonna do me like that. Okay, okay, okay. We can tango here. Let's see. Is it a good move? That is the question. I'm an oil checker. I'll be the one to decide if it's a good move or not. I'm very tempted to play b5 right now. That's the point. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna check his oil. I'm baiting this. Let's see which trick works. Interesting. Ah, there we go. Yes. We need a Simpsons sound clip now. Nelson. Uh-huh. Okay, let's go. Rick here. I'm down on time. I gotta play faster. I'm just having a good time though. That's the problem. My position might not be having a good time, but I am. I'm about to allow an exchange sack. And if you were following India, my only losses were when I allowed the exchange sack. And my wins were also when I sacked the exchange. But I think I have some... I think I can work with this. Take it. I think I... Oh, okay. You don't want to take it? Are you sure? Are you sure? Did I just blunder this? I did. I did blunder. Then I can go knight h5. My opponent will be confused. Yes. They're calculating bishop h6 here. Okay, now they're not. But they were. That's a loose looking move, my guy. That's inviting knight f4. We're absolutely going to play knight f4. And now what's the next move? Eric. Don't support these guys. Check. I'm doing well. I think. Maybe not. Where's the speed? Dude, why am I so shaky right now? No comment. No comment. That was a real mud wrestle with Trickyfortem. Oh! Jeez, we got Big Hickey. Early on, I usually play him later in the event. Okay. I knew he was gonna play this. I was even like in India, I'm like, I gotta start studying theory because I lost the Hikaru in the Karaoke, some rapid chess championship game, and I need to book up. He likes to play this against me because he knows I'm not playing the critical lines. I'm a work in progress. A long-term work in progress. Yeah, I need to hit the books. This is on my list. It's on my list. Like literally I have a piece of paper to look at this and I haven't. So it's like school. I'm a procrastinator. These are very complex positions. You're supposed to take. I think I'll go for this. If G4, I might be sacking a pawn. Okay, he's not going for that. Let me think here. Probably bishop e3, king b8. No, not yet. Maybe I'll play for c4. I'd like to get to this king, but I don't have a lot of easy ways to get there. Can I play h3? I probably shouldn't be playing h3. So let's double rooks and try to target the e6 pawn. It's gonna take like this. It wasn't my plan, but I take with the rook. Bishop g5 looked annoying. Queen takes bishop g5 also looked annoying. Let's throw this move in. b6 I'm expecting. Okay. It's kind of double-edged here. The a6 pawn is going to be a problem in the endgame, for sure. But with the queens on, maybe I get some pressure on the king. Let's go here. Queen here, probably rook f2. That's just a good move. I don't know why I didn't see it. Let's bring this knight in. What am I thinking about? Jeez. Man, I got nervous there. I like my position and I just didn't want to choke it. The g4 pawn is really loose. I have like a... This feels like it should be good for me. You know what move I should have played? Knight here. In a split second, I didn't realize I could defend. Now I'm gonna win a pawn. I'm gonna have connected pass pawns, and it should be very good. It's okay. Oh, we got buddy Anthony. Hello, Anthony. Oh, rarely do you play a chessbrah after 5 rounds. I think he's a Dirty London player, though. Go easy on me, Anthony. Thank you. Oh. He's not a London player. I'm going to play my Grunfeld, which is very loose. I have a very loose Grunfeld. A lot of the youngsters can feed off of it. An old Grunfeld. We'll play the Smyslov variation. Since I'm old, I should be playing old openings as well. We'll go knight b6 next. Then knight c6 and just put a bit of pressure on the center. c5 was tempting there, honestly. Probably should have gone c5. As they say, I done goofed. Let's go a5. Maybe a4, maybe rook a5. Just feeling things up around here. I don't think I want to trade buddy Anthony. Let me try something. It's not a very good try. Knight d3 and knight c2. Problem is knight d3 does not trap the queen. That's a problem. Anthony, a3. Listen to your mind. We know you want to play a3. My knight's annoying you. What do you do with knights that annoy you? You attack them. a3. Anthony. What's my knight doing here now? Now it's doing nothing. Let me think. I want your queen, Anthony. I'm just letting you know in advance that I'm going for your queen. I think I have to go here. If you move your knight, I'm going to take this pawn, Anthony. I have no shame. I'm a greedy guy. Greedy Guillermo, right? I'm a greedy Guillermo. Your knight is annoying me, by the way, Anthony. Just letting you know. I have to remove it. Let's bring my king up. Okay, okay. Let's try to play positionally against Anthony. He's a young lad. I think we can make some progress. His pawns are weak. Pawns are very weak. We're going to keep eating. Let's improve that. Let's go here. Let's take here. Let's give a check. Let's go here. Okay. I'm happy so far. Push. Improve. Improve. Yes. Twink time, thanks for gifting 5. What do we play here? E4? He plays the Philidor, eh? I don't really know what I'm doing here. I need to learn this as well. Oh well. Maybe somebody can help me learn. Is this theory? Do I go queen here or something? What is going on? I'm serious. Jeez. Somebody help me out here. Knight here, I think I calculated knight a4. Ah, we have a tricky hickey. Yes, h3, knight f2 anyways. For fuck's sakes. How do you escape from theory? How do people do it? No, I'm getting like tilted as fuck right now. I want to like fucking break something. Hold for them. Here, I'm just going to go knight g5 and attack. I really don't know what to say. I don't know what's happening, but it's unpleasant. There's tricks. Tricksy little hobbits. Okay, that's okay. That could have been worse. My position looks good. It probably objectively is good, but I don't have any experience in it, which can influence how you feel about it. Knight a4, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? I just can't stop blundering today. Oh man, I apologize, it's just, I'm fucking tilted from some of these moves. I just blundered like from a great position. Such a bad blunder. Let's recover. I'm trying to keep the position imbalanced. I'm trying to provoke e5, which I don't think is a bad move for white, but might not be what they're looking for. Gotta play fast this game as well. What the heck is that move? What? You just gave away the bishop pair. Buddy! That is not what you're supposed to do. Thank you. That was a very good looking bishop pair. Let's attack the F file. Rip her open. If I was playing white, I'd be tilted right now because you had a great position, 2 bishops, no stress. And now you have no bishops, no bishop pair, down a pawn, and more pain coming. There's got to be a way to get to that king. 93 rook e2, and I didn't see a clear win. I want to stay up on the clock as well. I'm up 2 pawns, so I shouldn't assume too much risk. Take. Gonna play safe. Not my preferred way, I'll tell you that. Shit. This is annoying. Let's reroute this. We're still up a pawn. Good resistance by my opponent. But I think I can make progress. Where's the checkmate? What the heck? There should absolutely be a checkmate here. Okay, took it. Oof. This is the A6 timing off. I play this as black too. It's a little bit passive, but it's easy to play and you get a bit of a solid you get a solid pawn chain here. E6, C6, D5. But it has some drawbacks. Absolutely. Absolutely. Might have even allowed this, for example. Okay. I want to go bishop h6, obviously. And open up my bishop. You can go g6. Maybe I should try to break with c3. Oh, okay. Are you sure? Wow, geez. Here. Some dark squared holes, hey? Let's open things up. Something looks off about their position. Something still looks off. Takes. That's a good looking move. I think I can ignore it. Takes. Takes. Here. Push. Should be completely winning, but we have to figure out how I'm going to choke. What the heck's happening here? This looks super dead. Check. Let's go. That was a good one. No counterplay. Alrighty. So we got the blue screen of death. in like the middle of game 10, which is rough. So I had to run downstairs and just log in before I flagged. But I saw a lot of you guys are in the chess.com chat sweating it out with me. I want to give a shout out to everyone there. We had some fun games. And if you missed the last two games, we'll take a look. Because it's going to be incomplete without showing the last two games, which were really sweaty. So I ended up winning my last two games here. Narrowly missed out on the tiebreak. But I'm pretty happy with the performance. I want to show you the last two games. So Bortnick, the one guy I blundered against, won first. I think he got a quick draw against Hickey in the final round, somebody told me. And I finished with 9.5 out of 11. And I played 3,000 players in the final two rounds. So let's take a look at those games. Pretty happy with the result. The problem is I've tied for first actually quite a few times. And my tie breaks never hit. Never. Can't complain. What's second place? Let me investigate. But I was working hard in those games. I told people I'm taking things seriously now. Even before India, a lot of my Title Tuesdays started getting sweatier. Alrighty, so let's take a look at the prize fund. Oh, the prize is 1,000 for first, so I get 750. 750 bucks. We take those. If Hikaru had beat Bortnick in the final round, I would have won first. By the way, he had beat Bortnick, I would have won first. So that's 750 USD. I can take the lads out for popcorn and a Tuesday 50% off movie. We take that. So anyways, we missed the games. No, first place they get butter on the popcorn, no butter. Why did the stream stop? What do you mean? I had a blue screen of death. Everything died. I didn't crash on purpose. This computer's dying. Let's enjoy the games. So special shout out to Java Bandit, just gifted 60 and enjoyed the show. Val gave 6,600 bits. John Jones Eviscerated gifted a bunch as well. But in case you missed it, the final two games were pretty exciting. How do I go to my games? So I'm playing against Mishanick here. I think this is when the stream crashed, computer crashed. Yeah, I crashed after H3. So I went from 246 to about a minute 50. Took me a minute to run downstairs, log into chess.com, put in my two-factor authenticator, and go to live chess. So it took about a minute. Queen b6, rook e2, and I'm still settling in. Position's not great. I'm just trying to like get set up here. Rook d8, d5. And now my position actually is just not good. I just don't have development. But my opponent blundered shortly after. So knight a3, queen a6, knight d2 hitting c4, knight c5 hitting e4, queen f1, not a move you want to play. And now I had this idea, try to transfer the knight to c6. And for some reason, my opponent didn't take here. I think you should take. I was going to reroute my knight to c3, but white's not better at all. I'm not even developed. Instead, queen b7. I trade the knight, I play rook e3. Now you can't defend d3. It's a goner. So I'm winning this pawn. I'm just trying to secure the pawn. There we go. Secure the pawn. Extra pawn, but I'm down a little bit of time. And now I start migrating the pieces to the king side. Catching up in development. And now things get really spicy. Bishop g5. I thought, hey, I should trade off pieces. I'm up a pawn. And I'm down on time and I'm a bit rattled. My opponent goes e4 here, and I just tank. I'm tanking right here after e4 because it hits me that after bishop e7, there's ef3, rook f3, rook e8, rook e1. I'm just defending the natural. Rook takes. Pawn takes because I got to defend, and king f7. And I didn't see any way to stop this pin from turning into a lost piece. So I was like really worried here. I guess the same thing happens right here. So if I take, rook takes, they can just trade. And again, it just transposes. Queen takes, the bishop hangs. So pawn takes, rook here, king f7. And I'm losing. So I played rook e1 first. Not bad, because now I can take with the queen. Rook e8, trying to transpose. It transposes like this. Now we've transposed to a losing position. At least in my head. I didn't see any way to stop this bishop from falling. So I had a minute 11. Spent almost all my time, down to 32 seconds. And queen c2. And I was just so happy to find this move. I was panicking. If I was streaming, honestly, I might have not found it because I get more upset at myself when I'm streaming. It just feels different with the pressure. And queen c2, noticing that I have a queen takes f5 tactic. And that saves things, right? Because if you just take the knight, which is what happened, I have rook e7, hitting the queen, hitting the rook, trade everything, and now queen takes f5 is in play. My opponent missed it as well. And now instead, white is up a pawn, no tactics, killing me. The rook is hanging and d6 is hanging. So now it's winning, I think. So queen d7. It's possible here, by the way, like he had 48 seconds. I just don't think my opponent saw the tactic. King f7 maybe is the move. Because it's the same idea. Like I wasn't calculating. I had to make a move at 20 seconds. If bishop takes, pawn takes, and it's a super pin. But I had to do something. So queen c2 looked like a good practical chance. ef3, he didn't see the idea. Queen d7, and now I can just take even more. The point being, if queen d6, queen f5, queen takes g3, I have queen c8 intermezzo, and now I can win the queen back. So now I'm up a second pawn, try not to blunder, time is even, I just didn't panic here. So slowly, got my bishop back to civilization. I have a nice pawn chain, it's objectively winning. Trade pieces, because I'm completely winning. And here, the knight's running out of squares. He went to f7, doesn't really have any good squares, and my pawns start pushing. Checkmate on e8. So that was a sweat, especially because I lost a minute from a disconnect and I was rattled. That was round 10. And then we go to round 11. So I won that. So I was on 8.5 out of 10. Then I knew I had to win with black against Jospem because I was tied for second heading into the final round. Well, I guess in hindsight, if I drew this game, I would have won the same prize. But I wouldn't have been able to say that I tied for first. Because I had the best tie breaks, I think, out of everybody but Bortnik. But you don't know that. You got to assume you have to win. So then this is round 11. Hikaru and I have 8.5 out of 10, and Bortnik has 9 out of 10. So you need a win for a chance of winning first. Just play the Spanish here. Something solid. Jospem also needs to win. So we're just feeling each other out, and a normal looking game. Maneuvering a bit. This is all pretty standard. White transfers the knight over. Black plays d5, tries to equalize. And here is when things got a little bit spicy. I played d4. I tried to grab a bit of space. I did grab some space, but in doing so, I allowed knight f5, which was pretty scary. It's hard to kick this knight away because of h6. So the knight's pretty much going to stay there, which I'm not very used to, and I think it's pretty dangerous. I think I prefer having white's position. But for a dynamic game, it is what it is. So I went knight e7, trying to trade off that super knight. g4. Knight g6. At this point, I'm not going to trade. That would trade off the knights, but just expose the g-file for pain. And this pawn chain is super annoying. So I'm like, okay, I'm not going to trade. You also went g5 early. I think you could have milked it. Maybe even played some waiting moves. Because I don't really have a good way to challenge on the king side. I was going to try to like push through the center. But he went for an early g5. The one thing, clock is pretty balanced. I was playing a bit faster this week than previous Title Tuesdays. g5. Knight h5. And now things there was like a bunch of tactics. I was like, you know what? I want to put a knight on f4. You can go for a move like this, get a discovery. I'm going to take. You take. I take here. And it looks like the tactics are okay for black. I'm getting a deep knight in. I have tactics on f2. If you take here, you can even go g6. And I won't be getting checkmated. At least that's what it looked like. So you didn't go for that. You can also take here. Knight d4, knight takes d4. I'm probably going to throw a knight f4 and it gets very sharp. So instead of engaging in those tactics, Jospem went for king h2. Okay, I'm going to play knight f4. I went knight gf4 so that my rook would have some space to move to g6. Bishop f4, knight takes f4, queen d2. Now I was pretty happy because this is a good knight. At least if white's going to have a good knight, I'm going to have a good knight as well. I just need this bishop involved. So, hg5. I thought if the position opened up, it's not necessarily going to favor white, because now my rook can slide to g6, I can challenge the g-file. I have a bit more space. Plus, white's king looks a little bit open. There seems to be some potential on the h3 square. So I was of the mind that I should open things up. So I took on g5. Now I played rook f6. I wanted to play g6, kick this knight out, get access to h3. So rook g1, g6. Look at the time, still very even, but I'm not in time trouble relative to my opponent, which is a good thing. I'm definitely usually quicker when I'm playing off stream than on stream because I don't have any distractions. So g6, knight h6 check, king up, knight g4, hitting my rook, and now I went rook c6. And this is a very risky move, but I had a tactic planned that I don't know if it works, but I think it scared away my opponent. There's knight takes e5. And after rook takes e5, queen takes f4, I lose a center pawn. I just lose the pawn. But I was looking at bishop d6 here, and I have a pretty nasty discovery on the queen, on the king. But I didn't calculate this. I just had a feeling, oh, that might work. In hindsight, just looking at this right now, If white just plays king h1, oh, then I have rook takes here. So I just trusted that there was some tactics, but I can't say I calculated it all out. Maybe it works for me, maybe it doesn't. This is also hanging, so for the price of a pawn, I probably get enough compensation. But still, I can't say it was like, oh, I calculated all of it. It was a calculated risk. So rook c6. Now I get to go f6, and now I have a very nice pawn chain. Everything defends each other. Rook back to d6. Might as well threaten d3. We have this kind of position, and time is still even, but I'm a little bit ahead, and my position now is clearly better. White has weaknesses. White's king actually looks less safe than black's king, because the knight on f4 defends g6 and hits all the squares. So I was feeling pretty good now. Everything was defended. I just want to bring this rook in. Rook g1, rook h8. Everything's defended. That's what I'm making sure. I'm up on time. Everything's defended. No tactics. And here is where I'm going to lose sleep over this. I'm going to lose sleep over this. I have all my pieces in a good place. Bishop is good. My knight is good. Rook is good. Queen is good. Rook is good. I've done all the good things. And I didn't play the final move. And I only noticed this a few moves later. I'll give you a few seconds to calculate it, but black to play and win the game immediately. Tactics come from good positions. And I wasn't looking for a knockout blow. I was trying to play very steady and controlled today. But my opponent's down to 6 seconds. I have 22. This was a chance to maybe invest a few seconds to see if I had more. So I missed the beautiful queen sack, queen takes g4. Just winning a piece, still threatening mate, rook takes g4, rook h3, and that is a very pretty finish. So I didn't see it in this moment, I did see it later on, and as soon as I saw it, my opponent also saw it. It's like we saw it at the exact same time. That's what they say in chess, mutual chess blindness. So I went rook h5. I'm playing control chess. I'm pretty happy. For not seeing a win, you still want to play good moves. Rook h5. Potentially I'm ready to stack on the h file, but I'm also like overprotecting some squares, and I'm still improving my piece. Not bad. I'm not panicking, so I can't complain. I missed the tactic again. And you know what? At this moment, I saw the tactic. Like I started to see that I might have this. But I noticed that this was hanging and I stopped looking. So queen takes still works, but after queen c7, I'm like, oh, I shouldn't hang a pawn. So I played c6 first, and now I was ready to play queen g4. At this point, I had for sure seen it, ready to play it, and he goes rook h1. I'm like, shit. I finally saw it, and now white played rook h1, so there's no more checkmate because the king can run to g1. Just because I wanted to not hang any pawns, I was trying to play nice, clean chess. So I went c6, trying to play like very controlled. Bishop b6. Now I don't have the tactic. Let's start picking off pawns. So I'm up a pawn now. But now it's 6 seconds to 2. It's a little bit unnecessary. But after queen d1, queen gets in the way of my my rook. Bishop takes f2, which was played. A deflection on the queen. And there's like a million ways to win the game, and honestly, I started panicking again. Here, I took the rook. Queen g4 wins. It's even prettier now because all my minors are doing something. But I just took the material. It's completely winning. I can't fault myself, but it could have been a little prettier. So I took the rook. Now I'm up in exchange and pawn, and I still have an attack on the king. I pinned, add some more pressure to the pin. I blundered this check, I have to move back. And now I'm like, okay, this has to be winning. Can I just trade on f3? This has to work. Black is like just crushing, like white can't move any piece. So here I'm like, okay, if the queen is out of play, I must have a checkmate with the rest of my pieces. So first I played g5, again, trying to be really calm unnecessarily. I plundered, instead of moving my rook here or something, I blundered the exchange. It turns out to be fine, but it wasn't planned. He just takes it, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm choking another Title Tuesday. But I'm still up 2 pawns, and I still have a big attack. Check. Fortunately, my king can move up the board, no more checks. And I have check. I have 2 checks, you can't stop both. And now checkmate is clear. I only saw the most obvious checkmate. Rook h3. We have checkmate on g2. My opponent played king g1. And I played queen e1 mate. Hikaru said he's glad he gave the win to Bortnik. It doesn't surprise me that he would say that.